Hi, welcome to a brand new video of the Target Individual Program, the Target Individual Experience. So today they have me on the heavy remote neural monitoring. Again, whatever I touch, the sirens, car honking. Again, also, particularly, I'm gonna show you guys, give you guys an example. So when I put my hands in my pocket and I'll stick my pointing finger out. Right, I'm wearing gray shorts now. Okay, remember I talked about how they you've been programmed with, if you're a TI, you've been programmed uh, with what is called dark psychology, neuro-linguistic programming, power of association, built-in triggers and anchors that has been conditioned into your subconscious mind. So when you do certain things, you may say certain things, certain phrases. If you touch some colors, you may feel a certain way because, again, color is something that affects your emotions. Okay, that's you know color theory, right? So there's color theory, and then there's the psychology of colors. Okay, which is a psychological theory of associated with colors. So, for example, let me turn the actually let me just do it like this. So whenever I have my finger, and I do it just to test it out, right? Just like that. And every time I put my hands in my pocket and I have that finger, just like that, it will be a police siren. Okay? Only police sirens now. Now, differentiate that from from the car honking that they use. Usually, if I'm holding something that's blue in my hand, right, or white. If it's green, there will be police sirens. Okay, police siren, whoop, car honking beep, that sort of thing, right? Another example, again, because the use of colors, and because your microchip, and because, again, wireless sender receiver, the AI will decode what it is that you're touching, you're seeing, okay, you're smelling, because again, we're talking about billions of dollars spent on, hundreds of billions of dollars spent on mapping the brain, every part of the brain, every inch of the brain, every function of the brain, every neuron that fires off whenever you see, touch, taste, smell, feel, they can identify. Okay, so this is why they give you this instant feedback. So with the car honking going on, it is through silent sound spread spectrum, in which it is broadcast on a wide spectrum. So when cars are driving by or cars are parked up, uh, they have the ability to influence the person driving the vehicle, or to hack into the computer system of the vehicle to honk the horn. Okay? So when we think about these things, we got to think about it in a logical sense, in a scientific, technological sense, because that is what they're doing. The religious aspect, in which they try to make you believe, is to make you sound crazy and to discredit you. So once you understand that, you're going to be able to separate um, the deception, right? Because again, we talk about psychological processes, psychological manipulation, thought reform, coercive persuasion. I talk about Robert J. Lipton, the 8 criteria of thought reform, coercive persuasion, 7 criterion methods. Okay, what else? Neuro linguistic programming, anchors and triggers. Okay, power of association. That's the psychological programming, right? But then couple that with the technology, right? Silent sound spectrum, microchipping for the purpose of remote neural monitoring, as well as with the silent sound to induce whatever thoughts they want into your mind, usually negative, of course. And the deception is to make the people out they believe in a program that is not really what the program is about. Okay, it's to get them, again, to target us, harass us, because we are the distraction. And as we become more of a distraction, you will see things like, with the conservative, the religious fundamentalists who have infiltrated variant aspect of society, particularly in liberal states. See, we got to understand how sick and deceptive and deliberate these religious fundamentalists are. And if you remember that scene in Captain America: The Winter Soldier, where he's giving that speech, and he talks about Hydra, and how Hydra have infiltrated Shield, and the leader of Shield is actually an agent of Hydra, and that the people standing next to you could be a Hydra agent. This is what's happening. This is what's been happening. They have been spending decades and decades of calculating, manipulating. Also, those up in the military, because we also know that the military, the higher ups, the generals, the captains, sergeants, majors, what have you, a lot of them are white supremacists, and a lot of them are religious fundamentalists. Okay, they'll tell you about the Muslim fundamentalists, but you also have the Christian fundamentalists, right? Who have, remember, if you learn history, you will understand what I'm talking about. So we just living in modern times, but the same issues, some of the same issues that they had in the past, we also have today. It's just that because they've hid history, they've lied about history, they've been deceitful and deceptive about history to keep us ignorant so that we wouldn't understand. Okay, so just want to put that out there because again, whenever they target me this much, I gotta, there's always something within me that just awakens, okay, to explain a lot of these things. All right, so also one of the things that they've been doing also, because again, the fake labeling, and then trying to say that they're trying to deprogram you. You cannot be deprogrammed, okay? Because it's not like they deprogram you and they stop targeting you, okay? Or they try to deprogram you and stop targeting you. It is, they still target you heavily, but it is to get you. Understand what it means to what is called manufactured consent. It's not you're giving your consent, it's that they're doing things, manipulating your mind, okay? Give you an example. I was playing Fortnite yesterday, and this person came in the mission that I was playing, and then he was like, do you want to trade? So he's like, what do you got? He's like, he's like, oh, I need this and that, this and that. And I was like, okay, well, I have this. Well, he was like, no, I don't want that. Such. He's like, I really want to trade. I really want to trade with you. And he keeps stressing that, right? I really want to trade. Really want to. Up to the point I was like, you know what? He was like, okay, do you want to trade? Yes or no? And I said no. He was like, geez, it took you long to say no. Yeah, because I had to text on. I'm using controller, so it's not like I'm using mouse and keyboard. But anyway, this is what I'm talking about. Trying to, ask these questions, even though we're in the game, but it's trying to manufacture consent for something else, so they can say he said okay, to test. Can I, I want to, what I'm saying? Then you're like, what do you want to take this test? What test is it? Okay, yes, I'll take the test. And what they'll do is that they'll take that snippet of what you say and try to say that okay, well, yes, you consented to taking a test or consent to experimentation. No, this is how they manufacture consent. Okay, it is through deceptive means. So you got to understand that. All right. So anyway, I did not give my consent to any form of non-consensual human experimentation. I did not give my consent to be microchipped. I did not give my consent to be put into this program. I did not give my consent. I was manipulated, and they were manipulating people around me, okay, in order to do what they're doing. This is how they're trying to put people into experimentation programs so that they can get away with it. But not with me, okay? Not with me. And going forward, I hope people will recognize what's being done and put an end to it and put a stop to it. And exactly create a counter measure, okay, to put them, whoever is doing this, put them in their place or give them a taste of their own medicine. All right? Okay.